Where shall we skip to? Matthew's account of the Transfiguration is a fitting preparation for Lent, sandwiched between the prediction of passion and the reality of the death on the cross. Luke offers a detail ignored by Matthew when they went up to the mountain to pray just the week before. Jesus had confronted his disciples and asked them to assess how well they grasped what they were supposed to be doing. Now this is, remember, at the end of 3 years. And as he would, like us sitting around the coffee table, he said to them, "Who do you say I am?" Can't you just see them? "Who do we say you are?" "Well, you're the Son of God." We heard him say that. "The living God. I'm the Son of the living God." But it soon became clear that the disciples did not grasp the kind of Messiah he was, and reacted fiercely against the suggestion that he had to be killed, that Easter was on its way, and there was no way they could stop it. In setting his course to Jerusalem, Jesus knew that he could not count on the comprehension of his disciples to get him through what was going on. The Mount of Transfiguration provided an occasion for confirmation. They were there, they knew something exciting was happening because Jesus' body changed, and then people disappeared, and they were left with more questions than answers. But what was it that was happening? Moses, the bearer of the law, and Elijah, representative of the prophets, were present to say, "Go for it, the directions you're heading toward God." The words from heaven echoing the words spoken in Jesus' baptism. "This is my Son in whom I'm well pleased." And he says that several more times throughout this discourse between him and the people. Transfiguration provided encouragement for the disciples as well. They began to get just a flavor of what was happening. Jesus said, "If anyone wants to be my follower," what do they have to do? "Let them deny themselves and take up the cross and follow me." Now, we could just make that feel real comfortable and say, "Oh, he probably means walk alongside of him or go out and do his bidding for him, talk to the people." But was Jesus saying, pick up that burden, that heavy cross, and come follow me, the one that he was nailed to? And remember the section of the scriptures where Jesus said, "Can you drink from this cup? Can you drink from this cup that I'm about to have to drink from?" The disciples needed bolstering. Couldn't you just imagine their knees kind of buckling and wondering what was going to happen? Why were they going to continue? The whole scene of the Transfiguration is wrapped in glory, and it's called Shekinah glory, and that is the glory of the Lord. And Shekinah glory is the only Shekinah is the only time that it's connected with Jesus or with God. They were able to see glimpses of glory, a foretaste of the coming, of what was going to happen. Now I want to talk another short story to tell you, and this is about a man in the Brookfield Church, my very first charge. After that 6 weeks, and the DS said, "Oh, I got a place for you," and so off I went to Brookfield. And in this Brookfield Church, there was a man named Arnold. And for the first 3 years I was there, Arnold and his wife, and well, all the people, they were just like very loving and kind. But Arnold got sick very quickly and had bone cancer. And so I began to call, instead of him coming to see me at church, I went to see him at the house. And Linda's nodding her head. She probably remembers Arnold and what happened through that. And so one day, it was near the end for Arnold of this world, but the beginning of the next. And I went to pray with Arnold and Wilma, his wife, and we were sitting there, and I had a while ago had given Wilma a cross, and this cross was just a chain cross that someone had given me, but Wilma needed something to hang on to. You know, there's something about something physical that you need to hang on to. So I just took it off one day and gave it to her. Well, we were sitting there talking to Arnold, and Arnold wanted that cross. He could not speak any longer, and he sat and he kept pointing to the cross. And so Wilma takes off the cross and we put it in his hands, and he just kind of relaxed. And so we kept praying and chatting about what was for lunch and, you know, what else do you do? We just talked. And pretty soon, Arnold is nudging me with his elbow. I'm sitting beside his bed, and he raised his hand up, and he had the most beautiful, indescribable smile on his face. I said, Arnold, do you see Jesus? As clear as you hear my voice. He said, yes, I do. And within 5 minutes, 10 minutes, he was gone to be with the Lord. Now, you know, we might feel sad about that, but I knew right where he was at, and I'm going to miss him. I thought to myself, Wilma and the boys are going to miss their dad, but we have confirmation beyond a doubt that there's a God that comes to meet us and takes us to be with him. Exciting? Yes. So where does all of this transfiguration stuff lead us? The disciples needed something concrete to hang on to in their minds and thoughts to get them to the point when they went toward the cross at Easter time, they could hear the Father say, this is my Son in whom I believe. With him I am well pleased. Such moments cannot be created. They are. And this year, as we walk toward the cross, and literally that's what we're doing each Sunday, is walking toward the cross to meet Jesus. I pray that you will have an extraordinary moment. It might be sitting in church, it may be in the bathroom, it may be in the bedroom, it may be anywhere. But if you allow yourself some quiet time with Jesus, he will show you his Shekinah glory. We dare not base all Christian pilgrimages on such experience or even think they're essential to our faith. Let's make ourselves really clear in understanding that faith in Jesus Christ, you don't have to have one of these aha moments. Some of us have just day after day after day faith in Jesus Christ. Sometimes we're blessed with an aha moment. These moments should not minimize, nor can they be momentarized, with grace to alert us to the mysteries of the living with our own lives. They can provide assurance, the power, the vision of God for a long haul. And that's the everyday kind of faith. That's the tough kind of faith. When you're going through pain or with sickness or death or whatever, being tested for everything. But we are called to be people of faith. So we must continue to look at God for reassurance in things that we cannot see very well. with his shining face. Amen.